Spain, Argentina, England, France. 4 teams, 1 trophy. And right now, as you listen to this, the world is holding its breath. Who is going to be the World Cup champion of 2026?
Today, we talk about it. The drama, the moments, the players, the surprises. And we do it all in real, natural English, so you can join the conversation anywhere in the world.
This is for intermediate learners, B1 and above. But if you love football and you want to improve your English at the same time, you are in exactly the right place. Think of us as 2 friends watching the World Cup together, and you just pulled up a chair. Hello everyone, and welcome back to English with Leo podcast. I'm Leo.
And I'm Belle. And today, honestly, I cannot think about anything else except the World Cup.
Same. This tournament has been absolutely incredible. I don't think anyone could have predicted how it turned out.
No way. Nobody predicted Brazil going out to Norway. Nobody predicted Portugal being knocked out by Spain. Nobody predicted Egypt nearly beating Argentina.
Egypt versus Argentina. We have to talk about that. But first, let's set the scene for anyone who needs to catch up.
Yes, so the 2026 World Cup. 48 teams, hosted across the United States, Canada, and Mexico. The biggest World Cup in history. And we are now, right now, semi-final.
4 teams remain: Spain, Argentina, England, and France. The top 4 ranked teams in the world, all in the Final 4. That has never happened before in World Cup history.
Oh wow, never before. And every single one of them believes they can win it. So Leo, let's talk about how we got here.
Okay, let's start with the biggest shock of the tournament. Brazil.
Poor Brazil. 5-time world champions. One of the favorites before the tournament. And they lost to Norway.
Yes, Norway, led by Erling Haaland, knocked out Brazil in the round of 32. It was one of the biggest upsets in World Cup history. The whole world stopped for a moment and said, "Wait, what?"
An upset, by the way, means when a team that was not expected to win actually wins. And Brazil losing to Norway was the definition of an upset.
And then Norway continued their incredible run all the way to the quarterfinals before England finally stopped them. Jude Bellingham scored twice in extra time. An incredible performance.
Jude Bellingham. What a player! He has been absolutely outstanding this tournament. Every time England needed someone to step up, Bellingham stepped up.
And then there was Portugal, knocked out by Spain in the round of 16. Cristiano Ronaldo's World Cup is over. Mikel Merino came off the bench in the 90th minute and scored the winner.
Ouch. Ronaldo's World Cup ends like that. No goals, no final, just over. That was heartbreaking to watch, even if you're not a Portugal fan.
It was. And it confirmed something many people were already feeling. This is Messi's tournament, not Ronaldo's. Messi has been the best player here by far.
Let's talk about Argentina, because their journey to the semi-final has been extraordinary. And when I say extraordinary, I mean almost impossible.
They were brilliant in the group stage. 3 wins, 9 points, no drama. Algeria, Austria, Jordan, all beaten comfortably. Messi was unstoppable.
But then the knockout round started, and suddenly, Argentina kept finding themselves in trouble, and kept finding a way out.
The Cape Verde match in the round of 32. Cape Verde, a tiny island nation playing in their first ever World Cup. They came from behind twice. They almost knocked out the champions. Argentina won 3-2, but it was terrifying.
And then Egypt. Leo, tell me about Egypt.
The Egypt match. In the quarterfinals, the round of 16. Argentina were winning 1-0, and then Egypt scored. And then, with only 10 minutes left, Egypt scored again. 2-1 to Egypt. Argentina were going home.
Oh wow, the defending world champions were about to be eliminated.
And then, Cristiano Romero, 2-1. Then, Lionel Messi, 2-2. And then, in the 93rd minute, Enzo Fernandez, a screamer from outside the box. 3-2 to Argentina.
No way! I watched that and I couldn't breathe. 3 goals in the last 10 minutes.
It was insane. The crowd went absolutely wild. And then, Switzerland in the quarterfinals. Extra time again. Julian Alvarez with a thunderbolt from outside the box in the 112th minute. Argentina survived again.
Messi has been scoring, assisting, creating at 39 years old. 39 years old at a World Cup. It's almost impossible to believe.
He is the best player of all time, and he is proving it right now in what is almost certainly his last World Cup. Every time Argentina needed him, he was there.
Okay, let's talk about the other side of the bracket, Spain and France.
Spain have been the most consistent team in the tournament. Calm, organized, brilliant technically. Lamine Yamal, who is only 17 years old, has been absolutely electric.
Electric means full of energy and excitement. Fast, creative, impossible to predict. Yamal is only 17, and he is one of the best players at this entire World Cup.
Spain beat Saudi Arabia 4-0, beat Uruguay 1-0, drew with Cape Verde 0-0. Their only dropped points. Then Austria 3-0 in the round of 32, Portugal 1-0, Belgium 2-1. And now they beat France in the semi-final 2-0.
2-0 against France. That was a commanding victory. Spain looked in complete control. Mbappe was quiet. Rodri was magnificent in midfield. Spain are in the final.
And France, who many people thought would reach their 3rd consecutive World Cup final, are out. They beat Morocco in the quarterfinals, a rematch of 2022, with Mbappe leading the attack. But against Spain, they just couldn't do it.
The dream of a 3rd straight final is over for France. For Mbappe, this is a painful exit. He's one of the best players in the world, but at this tournament, when it mattered most, he didn't deliver.
And that is the beautiful cruelty of football. The best player on the day is not always the biggest name.
And now, the match everyone has been waiting for. England versus Argentina.
Oh wow. England versus Argentina. 2 countries, one incredible rivalry. One of the most famous and most dramatic rivalries in all of football.
For listeners who don't know the history, England and Argentina have played each other in some of the most legendary matches ever. In 1986, Diego Maradona scored the Hand of God goal, a goal he punched in with his hand and nobody stopped it.
And then, in the same match, he scored one of the greatest goals in World Cup history. 60 yards, dribbling past 6 England players from his own half to the goal. Incredible.
So there is history, there is drama, there is emotion. And now, today, England and Argentina meet again in the 2026 World Cup semi-final.
England have Jude Bellingham, who has been the best English player in a generation. And they have Harry Kane, their captain, their leader, scoring crucial goals.
Argentina have Messi. At 39 years old, maybe playing in his final World Cup match ever. The whole world wants to see Messi lift a 2nd World Cup trophy.
But England want their first World Cup since 1966. 60 years of waiting, and they are so close.
And then, the match happened. Argentina won. Lautaro Martinez with the winner. Argentina are in the final.
Messi is going to the World Cup final, at 39, in what could be his last ever match at a World Cup. And his opponent, Spain. Lamine Yamal, 17 years old, against Lionel Messi, 39 years old. 2 generations, 1 trophy.
Okay, Leo, the big question. The final. Spain versus Argentina. Sunday, July 19th at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Who wins?
This is the hardest question. Both teams deserve to be there. Spain have been the most consistent, unbeaten, organized, brilliant. They have the best defense in the tournament. They have Yamal, they have Rodri, they have Pedri.
But Argentina have Messi. And this tournament, Messi has been unstoppable. 8 goals, multiple assists. He seems determined to make this final the last chapter of his story.
My head says Spain. They are the European champions. They have momentum. They have youth. They have organization. On paper, Spain are the better team right now.
But my heart says Argentina. Because of Messi. Because of the emotion. Because you cannot write the end of this story without him lifting that trophy one more time.
And football doesn't always follow the script. The beautiful thing about football is anything can happen. A penalty in the 99th minute. A moment of magic from Messi. A mistake from a tired defender.
My prediction? Spain 2-1 Argentina. But I would not be surprised at all if Argentina win. Not even a little bit.
My prediction. Argentina 1-1 Spain after 90 minutes. Extra time. Penalties. And Messi steps up and scores the winning penalty. Because that is how the story should end.
That is not a football prediction. That is a movie.
Maybe. But Messi has been writing movies his whole career.
Okay, quick word corner before we finish. Let's look at some important words from today.
First, upset. An upset is when a team that was not expected to win, wins. For example, Norway beating Brazil was one of the biggest upsets in World Cup history. Or, nobody predicted that upset. It shocked the whole world.
Next, commanding. Commanding means very confident, in complete control. For example, Spain's 2-0 win over France was a commanding victory. Or, she gave a commanding performance. Nobody could touch her.
Next, momentum. Momentum means the feeling of energy and confidence that comes from winning and playing well. For example, Spain have all the momentum going into the final. Or, after 3 wins in a row, the team's momentum was unstoppable.
Next, stunning. Stunning means extremely impressive or surprising. For example, Messi scored a stunning goal from outside the box. Or, it was a stunning comeback, from 2-0 down to winning 3-2.
And finally, legacy. Legacy means what someone leaves behind, what they will be remembered for. For example, Messi's legacy is already secure, but this World Cup could make it eternal. Or, this tournament will define the legacy of this generation of players.
So, the 2026 World Cup Final, Spain versus Argentina, Sunday, July 19th, the biggest match in football. And we want to know what you think.
Go to the comments right now and answer these questions in English.
Number 1. Who do you think will win the final, Spain or Argentina? And why?
Number 2. What has been your favorite moment of this World Cup so far?
Number 3. If Messi wins this final, is he officially the greatest player of all time? Yes or no?
Write in English. Even one sentence is perfect. We read every comment. And right now, with the final days away, we want to talk football with you.
This is the moment. The whole world is watching. Join the conversation, in English, with us.
And if this episode helped you enjoy the World Cup even more, please subscribe, like, and share with one friend who loves football.
This was English with Leo podcast. I'm Belle.
And I'm Leo. Enjoy the final, and may the best team win.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, and Forza Messi, just this once.
Just this once.